Hello guys and welcome back to yet another patch news rundown. So today is the October 30th, so this is the long awaited Halloween patch. We got some new costume, we got the new raid. It's a really loaded patch, is not unlike the last week patch which didn't really have so much going for it. So the highlight of the patch this week is we are gonna get some new content to do, and that is the second part of the Lost Ruins raid is now active. That is the Apocalyptic Descent. So this is a whole new raid. It's gonna open up on Saturday for those who wanna go for the first clear on the server, so you're gonna be ready on Sunday. For the rest of us, we're gonna wait a little bit, maybe Sunday evening, so that we can actually learn the raid and then do it. Haven't really had a chance to try this raid out. It's not really in the test servers and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this for the first time as well with you guys on Saturday. The new raid itself comes with new insignias. We do have a mass insignia here, crit damage 4%, skill damage 3% at level 1. It's not that good. However, the Michael insignia is extremely good, 4% damage bonus and 2% damage to bosses. So yeah, a lot of damage modifiers on the new insignias, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another 200 million if you wanna get one of these. Though this is a really good raid to try out because it's another source of runestones. These things are very elusive, they're kind of annoying to acquire, so another place to get them is really good and should help us to finish our early accessories before we even start thinking about these second ones. And just like every other raid release, we do have the echo event over here where it takes your server some time to fill up this bar, and it's gonna give you some server wide buffs for damage and defense to make the raid a little bit easier. So at the start it's gonna be a little bit harder. However, as the days go by, when this fills up, the raid becomes easier and easier for you to do. So if you are someone who wants to wait just a little bit to at least get the whales and the tryhards to get this a little bit higher for you, and then you can do it when the raid is a little bit easier to have a simpler time if you're not that geared. And again, as I said, for those who want to go for the first clear, if you want your name to appear here and appear in the Hall of Fame, you can do this on Saturday when it launches at around 11 a.m. That's, I think, server time. So you want to keep that in mind if you want to do if you want to go for the race for first clear. Now for the new accessories in question are for the talisman and the seal. So you'll be getting the whole new set effects over here. You have your warmonger set, your apocalypse set, and your fate set. These are completely different from the rings for this one, like the annihilation, famine, and filth. So this is a 3-piece, but for the seal and the talisman it is a 2-piece set effect. This is a whole new thing as well, which needs a little bit more testing as well. We don't have access to any of these in test server. We kind of lost access to test server for a little bit, but I'm hoping they're gonna give us access again for the glaciate class release. So when that comes and we have access to this, I'm definitely gonna be testing out this one, and then I'll put out a video about that. And in addition to that, we do have a new relic in the game, and that is the World's End. You require the new raid to get this one. It is a little bit better than the one we have, but slightly. The only difference is some of the stats are a little higher, just a little higher. For example, the level 75 shield break is 3% here, but here you'll see it's 3.2. It's actually super minimal. Like the reason recharge here is 4%, this one is 4.2. So it's not something that is game breaking. It's not something that is game breaking. You just get it because you can, but it's not something you work actively towards. And then the last change when it comes to raids is the Hex Chest store now sells you weapon blueprint chest, so your weapon fragment selection chest. These are for people who have been trying to get their Tenebras or their X weapon fragment and they've never really gotten it. You can come here, spend 120 fragments and get a selection box, and like that you can like end your suffering and get yourself your level 60 epic 2 weapon, because you do need these fragments to craft that weapon. So that's pretty good. This is also extremely useful for those people who want to class change and they don't want to use the Hexam Deceriums to do the soul reconstruction on their weapon. You can just come here and you can buy 2 fragments, craft a whole new weapon, and then use just 1 inheritance stones and transfer over your enhancement to the new weapon, and you don't have to do the whole soul reconstruction thing on the weapon. Yeah, it's such a really good change that they put this here. And now let's go over to the events, and the first one is the Power Climb Championship. So get your friends and start doing this. The rewards are actually pretty decent this time. You get a mount. It's actually insane. That is where you get your dragon mount. I don't think I'll get this one, but yeah, you need to be top 8. You need to be top 8 teams. So it's a total of 64 teams. So top 8 are gonna be able to get the dragon mount. So that's pretty cool. You're also going to be able to get the bubble, which is this floating I don't know what's this, a demon and stuff. Yep, so that's, you get that, but that is top 3 only. You're gonna get that, and then some enhancement fund over there, and some insignia boxes. Pretty good insignia boxes as well. You can get your Ezreal and stuff in here. So yeah, really good. You wanna just try this out. If you can hit top 16, it's pretty good. Top 32 is not that bad as well, because you do get your Azir modules as well. They're here, Azrael modules, which are super expensive. So yeah, at least just try and participate. Even if you're top 64, it doesn't really matter, because boom, you can get your Azrael module here. So it doesn't really matter. If you can get a chance to participate in this event, just make your team, join, create your squad, and then just try it out. You have nothing to lose anyway. And the second event is the Halloween event. This is one of the events people have been waiting for. So it is just a normal event like the rest. It's like 3 events for the Halloween. You do have your Journey Memories, your Pumpkin Fun, and your Joyful Banter. So Pumpkin Fun is the event dungeon, but to enter you do need at least one of these Jester's badge. You do get this one from Joyful Banter. So you need to find some of these hidden NPCs, and for the first day it will be CC. So you want to head over to Lumeville. So go to a world map, head over to Lumeville over here, and then CC is this part of the map. So this is where CC will be, just on about this teleporter. So just come talk to CC, and CC will just give you some Halloween banter, and you should be able to get your first reward, and that will include 2 Jester's badges over here, which will come up here, and you should be able to enter the dungeon. The dungeon is pretty easy, so just play it like a normal game. Nothing really major going for it. Kill everything you can. It's not really that different, but you wanna pick all your treats, and then you wanna one-shot this. And just like that, you are done. It's just like the normal dungeons you'll be getting for events, the One Punch Man and stuff. You do get a random epic item, so you can't do this. You do this with probably your ass one out yet fully geared, so that they can try their luck on getting their own class stuff. If you don't really care about alts, just do this your main, make it quick, get yourself your treats, and you're out of there. When it comes to the Journey Memories one, this is just like the one we had. We just have to spend some energy, just do your normal dailies, your purgatories, your critical conquest, and you're gonna be getting some puzzle pieces over here, and then you wanna finish the entire puzzle, and then you're gonna claim the reward, and then you're gonna go next, do the exact same thing. So this is nothing major, just do your normal dailies, and you should be able to finish this event, and that is it for the Halloween events. Now the next thing is in regards to the outfit. We do have a new outfit slot, and that is the footprints. We can now equip footprints in the game. This also comes with a new type of insignia that you can put in your footprints, and I'm going to show you the first footprint in the game, which is an S class, and it will be in the gacha. So let's go through the gacha real quick. So in the gacha, we do have the Halloween outfit, which is over here. It's pretty cool outfit. If you don't really want to do any of the gacha, you can redeem your brocades, your essence of brocades for the outfits. The outfits are here. All the outfits are here to be redeemed. If you don't want to do any of the gachas, you can just quickly redeem them if you just want the look. They are not S-class outfits, so these are just A-class outfits. So you just want to like probably transmog your current outfit if you really want this Halloween look. Now the major reward here will be the footprint, which is actually a really good piece of gear you want to have. You do get 4% crit chance on that, 8% crit damage, and a really good passive here, which gives you 10% skill damage and 10% basic attack, which is 100% uptime on it, which is kind of insane. So this is a really good thing you want to be prioritized when you're doing your gacha for this patch. The next thing is the insignia that will go into your footprint, and that will give you a 1% damage bonus and a 4% elemental and 4 elemental enhancement, not 4%, sorry. So 1% damage bonus. If you level this to 3, it's gonna go to 2%. So yeah, these are 2 things you really want to prioritize when you're doing your gacha for this patch. So the way this look, I've already gotten lucky with this. Let me quickly equip it. So this is the effect of the footprint you want to be going for. So really good effect. It looks really cool. So yeah, it's something you wanna work towards if you wanna look fabulous and also do some like nice damage when you have this equipped. Back to the gacha, we do have a new pet. This is also a legendary pet, an epic pet. You wanna go for Gentleman Fancy if you do not have other epic pets. The pet's base attributes aren't that good. They're okay, but they're not that good. However, the passives on this pet is actually pretty decent. We have to do a little bit of testing on this, but it does give around 5% damage and attack speed or cooldown rate, which alternates with the resonance energy per second 2.5%. So the passive itself on its main skill is super good. It's really super good, and it looks like it's 100% uptime for the damage buff, the 5% damage buff. But when you look at the other buffs, they're not that good. Additional damage isn't that good of a start, but it's okay. However, the last passive over here, which gives you 4% damage to bosses and some aero damage, can be like really helpful. So we still have to do a little bit of testing of this, but I do believe it is a good pet. It's a really good pet to have, especially if you don't have any other pets. If you missed the Gatomon pets, the Agumon, you might want to get one of these pets just to look spooky. It looks pretty cool, I won't lie. I'm gonna try and see if I can get myself one of these. And while I'm at this page, I need to just mention one thing, and that is a change towards the mount banner system over here. So mount used to reset this every time a new mount comes out, but they have said now after this, any progress you have here will carry over to the next mount release. So if you are on a high PT, don't really worry about trying to get it over with before it resets. It will carry over if we get a new mount banner. So yeah, I've been trying to get some skins, but I'm not really lucky. But yeah, so this is a good change. This will carry over if a new mount gets released, although we do have this for another like 48 days. If you find yourself not lucky enough to get at least one insignia, you can just buy just a quick one here just to keep you going until you get the S grade one. You do have a very cheap pink one here that gives you 3% strength and 3% intelligence. Not that good, but it is better than nothing. So just buy this one, slot it in, and then as you work towards getting your legendary one, the S class one, right? And that is that for the new gachas that we have in the game. You really need to be working towards getting these two pieces. This will give you like a really good damage bonus, the combination of these two. Now let's quickly jump into the cash shop, and the cash shop has some new goodies. And that is over to the pack. We do have a new weapon skin, which is over here at the Crimson Embrace pack, which is 1680 coupons. They have a nice skin over here that gives you 5% damage bonus to any enemies that have less than 50% HP. Now, I am not so sure if this is better than the summer weapon skin, because the summer weapon skin is a 3% damage increase, but for the entirety of the fight. This one is a 5% damage increase on enemies below 50% HP. Personally, I don't know. I feel like the 3% for the entire of the fight will give you more value. But yeah, if you like how this skin looks on your class, you might want to get this one, or maybe just to transmog it. I don't believe it is a better one. 5% is not really that big of a deal. At 3% for the entirety of the fight looks like it's a better value on a weapon skin. And then you do have your other packs over here, your Wanderer's Knight 1, 2, and 3. And then when it comes to the advancement boost, you now have your insignia support packs. You can come here and you can buy your insignia 3 times. You can get yourself some cool insignias here. These are just like the weapon insignia, like the witch, the babina, and things like that. Not that big of a deal. The pink one, don't buy this. This is a waste of money. Don't even bother. You can just buy this with gold in the game. They're actually pretty cheap. Don't spend your coupons on this at all. So if you are someone who's trying to spend some money in the game, this is a scam. Do not do this. However, you can buy this because it's pretty good. Now there is one last pack which I really had to buy, and that is the Wizard Hat pack, because come on, I am a warlock. This is all I needed to finish my look. I am now looking fabulous. I think that I'm gonna stick to the class just because of the hat. I don't know, it looks pretty good. So yeah, this is where you get the hat from. It is from that Wizard pack. It's around I think 680 coupons. If you have those that amount of coupons, you can get yourself this the hat, the Wizard hat over here with some gems and stuff. But the main thing was the hat, if you are interested in things like that. And that is it for the cash shop updates this patch. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the pets that come from the battle pass. So the battle pass does give you like a pet selection chest over here, and that will give you a selection of 4 of these pets, which most of the time people already have better pets than this, so it usually goes to a waste. However, now they have said these pets, the pet contract itself, before you use it, the pet contract itself can be converted into Arcanite of Ado, which is the gacha currency. So yeah, so if you have any of this lying around and you don't really need them, you should be able to convert them into the Arcanate Overdose. I do not know what is the rate. I don't really have an extra one to try it out, but yeah, you should be able to convert it now into Arcanate Overdose and do some more gachas for something you actually really want. And that is it for this patch. This patch is actually a little bit loaded. I actually really enjoy this patch. This patch is going to be fun. I am really looking forward to Saturday to get my butt whooped on the new raid. I'm gonna try that out as soon as it's on, and then we're gonna be setting out some videos so that I can show you guys my suffering. So yeah, I'm still playing the game. I'm still having a lot of fun. I know the content has reduced a little bit, but you know, we're gonna get a new content boom very soon once we get our access back to test servers with the new accessories, new raid, things like that. Also, the glacier has been confirmed that is coming pretty soon in this coming month, this November. So stay tuned for videos about that class. And thanks guys for watching. Thanks guys for supporting me. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.